awefo sene mu nyina mu nim dada no adesua yeguso a yesua na eye virginity na enum no yedane ye ekosua bibi kakra efa the stages of growth in the church ho na mema ahwefo nyina aso ete se ora yesua adom ne ye ba ye be hye anase ye betwa virginity no so na ye de aba awiye enu nti enne ena ye de virginity no ebeba awiye na me mbon kaye kakra medinka essage na ya chew se obi ekasetia virgins a na sa onipa no menim die ntia oyesa medinka ka chew se yenya asofo yenya so called Christian counselors yenya enipa bia asoreti asafo yi just to discourage them so ombebu omabam no mabra omase esan se omono entimi entuasa ebo no they couldn't pay the price, they could not stand for the competition because of say onulusu ye ninti no on pese obenya sa enunyam no eniti oton wiase adwen edemawo se ne be ya won so ebebo na ye hwetwese mu say even Apostle Paul in his ministry, Paul in his exceptional ministry ahonkoko ede share ne sa no Paul abra otufu ade nyina wono odru emmabu no no ti asema Paul kan maka chopen na eneso be say so ma me kan Matthew chapter 7 verse 25 emame Matthew 7:25
Matthew chapter 7
sorry 1 Corinthians rather 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 25 maunya 1 Corinthians 7:25
1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 25
yeah share afutu Apostle Paul 2 virgins me anko
na won worry ye ho de
na won worry ye ho de
mini erade ahyede biara nanso mereka ma adwene se obi a erade mobro no ama no aye onokwafo
nanso mereka ma adwene se obi a erade mobro no na aye onokwafo tie NLT no see now regarding your questions about young women, that is virgins who are not yet married, I do not have a command from the Lord for them, but the Lord in his mercy has given me wisdom that can be trusted, and I will share it with you. Paul, or see, in the kingdom of God, when you assembly are a virgins, it is a na oh my God, say yenya enipa yenya asofo a discouraging the upcoming generation, say yenya so-called Christian counselors discouraging the upcoming generation. See, celebrities will come discouraging the upcoming generation. So we are virgin, we are yarfo, we are virgin, so we are virgin. Now they do and fear you abrabomwa. Now I say one feno and koye, and I say what bano and tiapo and until we my virgin and the besisa in Fianiswa. Now me see him beside you say, Sanko Fuinara, he for and asoma wom na anyibia omo ye adwuma e de ma hwan Paul never caught any revelation about virgins. Apostle Paul himself was silent. The heaven was silent about virgins. Ahimemho na onyankopon ni asembia a oditia virgins e dinti nene asori a wutim sofo etim hwe wonim ka che wo say we are virgin e be si ubeni fia wadi if you 20 years ekwa na je say ufi 0 abc 19 no na ho na nyefe na oba mu na bon anase won teso enu nti na agusu virgin why baby bia se beduru no etisi Ghana ha de ye hia ahotefo bium krom ha omamu ha ye hia enipa ejina ama onyankropo bium. Let me tell you, virgins are so pure and so honest. Virgins are so pure and so genuine to the extent that Abraham Messiah nankasa kwa peso beba no. The sign that we received was connected to a virgin. Matthew chapter 7 verse 14. Matthew 7:14. The sign that we were given, the sign of the coming of the Messiah was connected to a virgin. What are we telling the generation? Aden, you are so peniful krum ha. Your Christian council will come ha. Yenya enipa bi no mo kasema enti yasofo mpenifo no e de pa na yemu. Why can't you speak for the upcoming generation? Our senior men of God, our top men, asofo mu di kan tama mu di asofo nyina na o frempo enya maye so ani ye mofra ayedi mu na ase no adenti na enium bi koso se na enyu na etanya na asofo mpenifo makama no atum. Ina sofo okruma o kacha sorry ma o dia sorry dem e kacha congregation so we a virgin now who nenye fe ti die ne ka che chirima for die ne so munye so devilish mind, devilish agenda what you do courtship nuti obesa mo the same chirima so that they will lose contact with God. And nuti you sell all kinds of evil satanic works to the up and coming generation. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 so here Apostle Paul was say concerning virgins I have no commandment from the Lord. When virgins are in the country, when virgins are in the nation, when virgins are on the land, they preserve the land. Onyankopon akoma ba seden a saafo ninti onyankopon nakoma adwo abra agenkwa ne peso beba honam fam no na tumi nyina ewura onyankopon boss bo asase ema asase no ensenkyere no hwe ensenkyere o de ma asase no. Matthew chapter 7 verse 40 you saying
Matthew chapter 7 verse 40
yeah
na opono
sorry now nya
Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14 Enti erade no arabema mo ensenkyere
enti erade na aba mo ensenkyere
she ababa abibe yinsen awo obabeni na watu ni din Emmanuel
say Emmanuel okay brofo no o say a virgin shall conceive and bring forth a son. And now connect it Isaiah 7:14 because Matthew chapter 1 verse 21 now. Afi ababa wanu a obenyi say ye no Mary was a pure virgin. And now kan ba se wa onyankopon asem say we nyina si se ne be ya e be hye asem no ma e wo Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14. Why are we speaking against virgins in this generation? Why are we discouraging virgins in this generation? Why are we making the young guys, the young men in this generation feel like if a lady is a virgin, she's of no importance, so therefore don't go near her? Are we working for the devil? Are we working for Satan? Have we been contracted in any way? Ya boy empana. And I say, yentimi entiyema enchirima so enkon. And I say, yedi yentuminti. So why to me? And no child say, and no be enko. Ko obia wana hoden. Udi madansie, udem ho. Udi madansie asema make him say, esa wadwene boni, esa wadwene fi. Say wo timi anko andrunti no. Oma obisu nkobi. That is why, because you had the mouthpiece. Why we say you pollute the generation that is coming. But let me tell you, if Ghanaians are ever ready, Apostle Solomon Sarasakodi, I'm also ever ready to share the truth with this country. To tell the generation that is coming, say you're so ready beer or you're no coffee. And or the Nishishi you know a guaquan. And you need to cat and you biti. Never near a radius sem aka and you be juma. Bible no a fwasso. Say a ma and merima and tenacity. Woman babunum and sanoma kawadi. And a poor can of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 25. Say minim bia and the fact oba or a virgin I won't worry young so clear and I him also abra papa Jesus person sunny bano one compare oba was same one compare oba or experience some cause see a dear it we say you di antwene akọ so we him all the styles I will be asia and agimti ene oni obi kasa o Kristo ni o gidi ni ba oni kasa na adwin na is all centered on lust. Nothing is centered on lust. The oracles, the first oracles of Jesus Christ it says you kura mu no ye ni na to twene bisa oba ni say wonim style yi wait me yi mi style wonim blow job bet me nu mama me because me tafuma mama tafrim ani bia se me kase me pese me fa wachi kwa mu a ana me pese me no da fa oto a wo me kwan ene baby a chi bom rantie ni akwa kofre ni. Why are we destroying the land? Why are we not preserving generation for gods? adenti and ye yin chimasa abra Yesu Kristo ba honam fam tinyi onyankopɔ ba honam fam atiasefo asase so Yesu Kristo na ope bibidi atoto ahemani. That is the kingdom of God. One found to two horse, one found to two homongers, one found to two experienced, skillful ladies. At the end of the two, say a can't Bible, lay him sans same way. Why are we discouraging the upcoming generation to remain chaste for Christ? Why are we taking chastity out of the church? Why are we discouraging the young guys, the young ladies from standing for the truth for Christ? Beloved, I didn't hear me. You are so for me, Bisao. And then I must say, Nanti and my one is out. I didn't hear. I know him styles, I know him skills, and there's so whom is saying ye, and there's so who's saying Guatopa, and there's so who's saying ye style. It is sad you with it, 7 prediasa. I be a more torn the main chamber. Now, from a Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. Near Shay, Abra Yesu Christo, Eba, when I'm from Atiasifasa season. Yes, but when I'm from Atiasifasa season, now open be to the kingdom of God. Say a dear panu timinya as pure and as holy, as righteous, that could fill the gap as a representative in the kingdom of God. Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. Can you go?
And our dear Osuru and Hinia no better. Emaba dubi a wata se won kania free edi se warikoshia ayefurukunu no. Verse 2.
Yeah.
Na won mu enum ye enkwasia na enum enso ye madwenba.
Na me kai brofo no so ewa ha. Na kai brofo no so wa. O say, then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 bridesmaids who took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish and 5 were wise. The kingdom of God was likened to 10 virgins. The kingdom of God was likened to 10 virgins. NIV, no? NIV, they say, at that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. The kingdom of God was likened to 10 virgins. Yentini afa heaven ayekono baby a wosofo a wohwemi when you brace obeko baby a elder a wohwemi when you brace obeko. What I say, ye bibi a symbol to represent the kingdom of God, that is heaven. No, ye bibi amfa symbol. Ye the virgins and the general homa, the kingdom of God. Why are we discouraging these people? Why are we assaulting them? Why are we speaking all malice about them? Adenti na ye say wom. Adenti and ye almost say seven previous woman and caniba. Why are we discouraging virgins? Why? You have an agenda. I told you the previous time. The catch them say, Moko, na moko ya munsumai. Moko, na moko ya munyam kumadimwa. Na ye mama kwanchire bia na mo weton merademba. Na wo asori ba so de wo de tena ho. Be like the other 5 fools virgins. Fool virgins are. Wo mo tiwa, wo mo nwene. Na mo ba no me ka. Na mo nyama mrantie no so wo mo nimo. Munyama so wo mo nimo. Ye mo mema, mo bompa, mo chuomuka, mo fra so de manu. What dey say? No me kasa sem ne chemu a, ehuru makoma sa, na mo ja mo homa wom, na mo ne mo da. Na maka cho say, o mo ne mo da. How men nete, na mo ja ni pie kakra pa. Spiritually no is connected. No mo nya source of powers. Tina na sorry ni yin. Na se nya sanity a, asem wi nkosofo ka. Asem wi enkerade akoa eka. Timisha sorry manim ejina the highest the what the most holiest place na what ton sa dwiwe e de ma erademba so we a virgin na ho na nyefe we a virgin na oba na nkuyi we a virgin na onye ba bi sisi so anu nti e na bebi a woduri wo da so ye virgin. What is their offense? What is their offense? E de abo no maye e de abo ni Apostle Paul said, "Minishwe kafa virgins." Apostle Paul, 1 Corinthians 7:25. Or say, "I remember who, maybe we chichire virgins. Who be a virgin? I remember who, sha, and we one." ajinkwa ne person ba atiasefo asase so no Bible say Bible neka Bible sie ginaye Bible say ye pe obi e de gina ho ama ajinkwa ne maye as a sign e de ama inchirima no ye the virgins and a yes symbol ye the virgin and a yes symbol mine ajinkwa ne ba ye no so obedi ni dwuma no o cheche bidi ebetimi di ahemani matoto no Matthew chapter 25 verse 1 o say the ahemani mtoto hwe anyi agye virgins me share man cry ati we a young girl no esisua Apostle Selman Sarasako they am encouraging you never allow those pastors to deceive you. They are wicked and they know the judgment of God. Yankai asemi Romans chapter 1 verse 32. Romans chapter 1 verse 32. Because they could not stand, because they could not pay the price, they don't want to allow you to also prevail. So they want to sell their mind so that they can delude you. Sebeya ombe dada. Sebeya ombe dada. No mo nyamu mu kwan. Romans chapter 1 verse 32. Mama kai mama tem so.
Romans chapter 1 verse 32.
Yeah.
Na wonim onyankopɔ ahyɛdeɛ yie.
Wonim onyankopɔ ahyɛdeɛ yie.
Sɛ owu na ɛsɛ wɔn a wɔyɛ saa enema yi.
Sɛ wɔn a wɔyɛ saa enema yi deɛ. Aha.
Nanso enye yenko na enye nko ara na wɔyɛ.
Anye ye enko na wɔn ɛyɛ.
Na emom wɔpene wɔn a wɔyɛ saa adeɛ no bi no so.
Wɔpene wɔn adeɛ.
Wɔyɛ saa adeɛ bi.
Wɔn a ɛyɛ saa adeɛ so. Nti wɔn wonim sɛ Charlie se ka utimi ye virgin pa kwa wadi mu anke you wantumi anko saa wokono esan se ebia na na bra bonye of course secondary school no obokwase ampa bra eti olusu that virtue wantumi anfa anko nanim ti sa na tie dia on person obeti se obeka chen se Charlie I was a virgin when I got married or I am a virgin. It is an agenda of the devil. Eh? Omo plot ye nyina erade pa omo ntoma okay Deuteronomy Bible chere kwanya na the test for virginity se na nka hu hia nka ye ntwere nyina Bible e she da sie ginaye kwanya ye mfa so ye mfa test virginity onye oba no wade a na mo be share Bible chere se fantoma fita se ho e be se we treat we the next coming na me bisa se e dinti na world health for e kotena ase she shares say you try test of virginity. Now omokra they were so careful say they made a statement to say virginity is not a medicine or a scientific term, but they were so clear to state say a religious term. Now say a religious term and I say a term one a church dear. Now we are software, now we are ambassador to Jesus. Are you supposed to preach for or against? The Bible no de shishe nyina gu ana or encourage says oba bi dada be ma bi say we virgin na say beri ma ne ware no na ode ne kompa so na wone ne da na moja bia a megumpa no so be shit ne so a oyi a onfa nko kire oba ne papa na onka nche oba ne papa say oba ba no wadada me o ka kire me say we virgin me ne koda na hu sign bia e che say we virgin o si yemfa oba ne ko gina kuro no abobo ano yesi na bo na yenku no. Enti se onyankopon obo oba onyankopon onyine ma kura nani ku virgins ho na wo sheda e de hymen eto oba ase se be ya ebe bo oba ho ban na ema enante basabasa na se wo ye sofo ne na wutimi bi wo no ka cha sori ma se wo ye virgin a yade wo ye virgin a na wo ho enanye fe wo ye virgin a na wo asem ka fasa onipa no se bi mpreduasa na ne nyoma bi enkoyie enu nti na aba ne saa na me bisa wo se ifo na asoma wo tie World Health Organization United Nations agencies call for ban on virginity testing. Devilish agenda. Because I do we na a shame man kura mo tena as virgins. Call phone this one. Call Google nebo United Nations agencies call for ban on virginity testing. And ye tuya moka. Yama musika. Some metena sorry them. I'm be discouraged. Why? because the devil has an agenda. Now, in their intro, emphasis on women's virginity is a form of gender discrimination. Someone will try to know. Now, Omoba Bechiras, you know, see, Tieba, the bar, the Yabuti must have produced come. Or see, the term virginity is not a medical or scientific term. Omni said virginity, and yes, science here. Because they didn't create it. God himself created virgins. Ono no bo oba and what they hymen a two oba say. So mama why brand new. Ko ye tia no a what is so. The term virginity is not a medical or a scientific term. Rather, the concept of virginity is a social, cultural, and religious construct. One that reflects gender discrimination of women and girls. Now, on what teenage is so clear, say virginity is a religious term. So for I didn't know preach it here. Huh? I didn't hear. I was a more far testing by a moon say Ebwa in Chimbano. I did hear a Bwa kingdom, the movie free up. One of the Bible brain, and I must see my yenta free moon, Romans chapter 1. Blow job, my need to move, my need to move. One of the Bible churches and LGBT, and yet after more person will be free up. More and a moody missionaries by the Casachi again, and then we put us off war. More and a moody by say there must be virginity testing because Moka Bible moving. No, we didn't by the check it, and then you must see the discrimination. The discrimination if he in the Old Testament now virgins were tested. Or very man ko wari obano no de tuma fita se ho. We am about your bane papa was it mu eja why are there obano the fan no for virgin. And na Paul count 1 Corinthians chapter 7 so kind from verse 20 verse 36 to 38 was this so very maybe timid the baba tenase na o hwe ne baba ne so ne babunu mu ma oba no ye virgin the power di mu a o sisa papa no eja no on ne ba no o ma yi. Oh dear. O say so for papa no a o ti take the ba no as a virgin wa bo musu. Eno enna Romans chapter 1 verse 32 ni say gina e. So mu nyina mu nyim ma dwi ne dam tiri. Na Onyankopon obetua muka. Wuni mu adwi ne dam tiri mu. Ye opesa wo de ye emaba wa na tia so dem wo. O pe won awe won. O pe won asai ba won. O pe won ayon boni. Etu ka asemu a bi yo ma dwi ne afiri mi o ma ho. Na wetimi bi o ma ye ne o pe. Etu be just saw them what I want to my chimba. So-called presenters and celebrities. Who agenda. Mo person mo de virgins yenti. Awunya mo de yewom. Ene ne mo sewo man no. Ene ne mo ka sempa ni asemde emfa che emabunu a eba. Say hey, tenase. Na nyen wo ho, na hwa osu nsu yi ne die na Nyankopon ani gye emabunu ho. Osi na wo nyina wo nim se Onyankopon hyehye yedi a ekoma saafo ne se onipa biara wo ye saade no owuo na ese no na nyese wo no mani gi hu eti ono a celebrity olusu ni virginity because osroi na omuade no ntie futuo eti ne maba wa brem anche na ye born gala tete na yasema no sa yawudie no wonimu eti ono wo be hia wo baabi a opese wo se wadwene onu hia onya akonya no kotena TV so a o se me sa akonya imanya me ma wo so nya sa akonya no na obeton wiase adwene na wo di ama wo enchirimba Musumfu General Apostle Solomon Asare sa akonya me ne mo kasa yi me ka kire mo se Onyankopon ani gye emabunu ho. God love virgins. Oye oba na oye virgin a wo anyunyam kese wa hemanim emma sofo bia na furu nti watam Bible emfa wonye ehana manese emma sebe celebrity bia e community wanya kwanya akotena TV ana radio so na ope aketua nti wo kana adwene e dia chinchiniba enna da wo se wo ye virgin a wo yare emma presenter bi a wanya kwanya emframam na de bia wo te radio so and can't you say, oh, a virgin, on a yefe, and I say, oh, bano, and co ye, until I go see a virgin. Me the radiasum a casachero. Na me be when you be what you want to say. Virgins are highly respected, not here on earth, but in the kingdom of God. Now, young girl be a bit Gina, young lady be a bit Gina, as a virgin. Now, Odia Kawadimono, you have a crown in the kingdom of God, and nobody can take that crown from your hands. Why? Because Apostle Paul officially recommended such people. Say, Obabi Timit Tinani Babrum, no what the Kawadia, why dear pa. And was also Sisupi. Say, Obabi, so one dear. Obetina ni babrum dia ko owum a onware obetina se virgin a bible be no atwa se sa oba no o etaba anase o ejimifo enti mi bisa sofo no ye papa nom ye sofo mpenifo a mode mo sempa agu wiase amayen ama na yenso yin na ofre abeto yen se enti se ye titi sa nsem wi a so can't we deal with Paul kache Timothy say these are the reasons why Timothy, I am leaving you in Ephesus to combat false doctrines, to combat false teachings. Paul catcher Titus, or say for this reason I left you in Crete, so that when people come or the troop into the church with false doctrines and false teaching, Titus, don't spare them, combat them. Now name them be this software. A tone we are seeing the man chima na mo fuaso. I didn't think about Banisa. I didn't think I said Banisa. Are we telling God that He doesn't have no reason for sealing the vagina of girls? The person catching your coupon say, "O ninja so bia, ah, this seal eto ema eba mu ana dwen ho na ema obi ento na adwen ma wo na enane wachi ema onyankropon na me ma wate ase se ebredru a enipa bebre adwen na mafuru ma wani na ho na obi amfa so akwa anna na wachenchena eradi shao